It would appear the future of his marriage doesn't look as exciting.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
This whole Andy Byron affair with Kristin Cabot is probably the most gripping cheating scandal this nation has seen.
Don't cheat on your wife, that makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there. Full stop.
When a rock star shatters your marriage on live TV by revealing your husband's secret affair, you only have to pause, break down quietly behind closed doors or stare the other woman in the eyes and demand answers. Megan Byron didn't crumble. She chose the fire, and what came out of her mouth, jaw-dropping. Andy Byron had it all, CEO of a trailblazing AI firm, Astronomer Tech, worth over $200 million. Megan Carrion Byron, his loyal wife, a loving mom, the graceful force by his side.
2 children, and it appears that they were caught in what appears to be an affair. Problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristin Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR.
You do have to think about the children and the spouses. We're all laughing about it, but they're all families and stuff.
There are a lot of families.
I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way.
Kristin Cabot seemed picture perfect for Chief People Officer, guardian of workplace ethics and corporate integrity. She dined at the Byron home, laughed with their kids, and knew precisely what she was tearing apart when she allegedly launched a cold, calculated affair with her married CEO. July 16, 2025, VIP suite tickets to Coldplay's Music of the Spheres tour at Gillette Stadium, Foxborough. This wasn't a fling, it was orchestrated. Sources say the pair had coordinated for weeks, matching calendars, choosing seats. It wasn't fate, it was premeditated. So who lit the match? The now infamous Coldplay Kiss Cam clip.
Who blew the whistle? The 2 executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay Kiss Cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristin Cabot. That's gonna be one awkward board meeting, if not a couple divorces too.
Posted by someone claiming to work at the company. Wait, is that Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Chief People Officer Kristin Cabot? Cue the chaos. That's gonna be one hell of a board meeting, maybe even a couple divorces. But nobody predicted the real whistleblower would be Chris Martin himself. The camera pans across the crowd mid-set, then lands on Andy and Kristin in the VIP box, cozy, laughing, oblivious, seconds away from becoming the next internet firestorm. Ah, these two okay, you're good. Oh wait, either they're having an affair or they're just really shy. Boom. A single offhand comment from Coldplay's frontman sends shockwaves across the planet. Andy vanishes behind a railing. Kristin turns away, but it's too late. Thousands filming, millions watching the live stream. And here's the moment that'll break you. Sources say Megan's youngest daughter, just 10, was at a sleepover watching that stream with her friends. She had to explain why daddy was cuddling with someone who wasn't mommy. The internet went nuclear. Within minutes, the video went viral across every major platform. Digital sleuths worked faster than any pie could. Kristin's LinkedIn deleted within 2 hours. Instagram receipt from that same night, same restaurant. Andy claimed he had a business dinner alone. Before Megan got her first phone call, the internet had already cracked the case wide open.
Kiss Cam zeroes in on mortified tech CEO Andy Byron and alleged HR chief mistress Kristin Cabot.
It's even a photo. This is his. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but people are saying this is his wife.
Kristin turned around in shame and then fled. It was very clear that something was awry. The Coldplay singer even calls attention to it like they might be having an affair or they're just very shy.
That face-to-face was the last time Megan ever spoke to Kristin Cabot. No video, no viral moment. No hashtags, just raw truth, delivered by a woman who chose dignity over drama. Since then, Kristin has disappeared without a trace. Her LinkedIn? Silent, company bio erased. Rumors swirl of an unofficial leave, but no one's confirming anything. No press release, no apology, just silence and a reputation collapsing in real time.
How are you an HR director having an affair with the CEO? I'm guessing you didn't see the trainings that you've been assigning the employees. Forget HR, you are done in HR for the rest of your life.
Andy's apology came too little, too late. A polished statement masked as remorse, more legal strategy than heartfelt regret. By then, Megan had unfriended him on Facebook, locked her Instagram, and reportedly filed for divorce. One family attorney put it bluntly, when evidence goes this public, the betrayed spouse holds all the cards. With a $60 million net worth and no rock-solid prenup, Meghan could walk away with half and her dignity intact. The internet chose sides instantly. Team Meghan took over comment sections, calling her composed, brilliant, the true victor. She became a modern icon, proof that betrayal doesn't have to equal breakdown. Even Chris Martin weighed in at Coldplay's next show. If you haven't done anything sketchy lately, you've got nothing to worry about when the cameras swing your way, the crowd roared. But Meghan's real power move, she didn't make a scene, she made a statement. Her silence became more devastating than any viral takedown. She drew her line, told her truth, and exited with purpose while millions watched and applauded. Her confrontation with Kristin Cabot wasn't about closure, it was about self-respect. In a world that often blames the woman left behind, she reminded us sometimes the quietest voice carries the most weight. By choosing grace in a global spotlight, Meghan rewrote the rules of heartbreak and power. Within 48 hours, astronomers' board called an emergency meeting. Insiders say it was pure chaos. The irony, Kristin Cabot spent years running sexual harassment trainings, enforcing ethics codes she now stood accused of violating. Andy's indefinite leave, not voluntary, the board gave him a choice: resign or be fired for cause. His golden parachute hanging by a thread. Investors who had backed Andy's vision with millions were furious. Some threatened to pull funding. Hundreds of employees watched their dreams and their stock options crumble because the CEO couldn't keep his private life private. One anonymous employee said, "We used to be proud to work here. Now we're embarrassed to list it on LinkedIn." The company culture shattered overnight. Marriage therapists saw a spike in new clients, what they now call the Coldplay effect. HR departments nationwide are rewriting their dating policies. Dating apps report a rise in conversations about workplace boundaries. The message is clear: there is no privacy when you live in the public eye. One kiss cam. One rock star's offhand comment. 3 lives changed forever. Andy Byron, from tech visionary to cautionary tale. Kristin Cabot, from ethics officer to internet exile. Meghan Byron, from devoted wife to global symbol of strength. This saga now joins the ranks of tech world implosions like Travis Kalanick at Uber or Adam Neumann at WeWork, a growing pattern in the digital age. Personal failures trigger professional fallout overnight. Legal experts predict waves of lawsuits. Shareholders may sue for breach of fiduciary duty. Employees could file hostile workplace claims. This case might set new legal standards for how boards address executive misconduct and how divorce courts treat social media as evidence. Through it all, Meghan rebuilt. Her sister moved in to help with the kids and emotional support. She told friends, "Meghan's strength is unreal. She's protecting those kids like a lioness while piecing her life back together." One heartbreaking moment, her 8-year-old asked, "Why was Daddy laughing with that other woman when he should have been home with us?" How do you explain to a child that love can be betrayed by the very people meant to protect it? TikTok exploded with reenactments. Reddit picked apart every frame of the kiss cam. Online forums opened betting pools on the final settlement number. What was once private heartbreak had gone global. Wildest part, #Meghan Byron energy trended for weeks. Thousands of women shared their own betrayal stories. Marriage counselors still mention the Coldplay effect. One viral comment said it best: "Meghan Byron just gave a masterclass in how to handle betrayal without losing your soul." So what would you do? Would you confront your betrayer in private or go full public? Drop private or public? In the comments, your answer reveals more about you than you think. And if this story made you question trust, loyalty, or what real power looks like, smash that like button. Only 2% of you are subscribed, but if you want more true stories that pull back the curtain on scandals the world can't stop talking about, hit that subscribe and bell icon now.